Hello, so welcome to this video that I just want to have a conversation, and I apologize for the lack of decent camera quality. I'm recording on my iPhone on a stand while I'm driving because the way my mind works, my thoughts, they just kind of tend to flow expeditiously while I'm driving. And I also watched a video, and I was inspired to talk for a moment about reclaiming your feminine sexual power. So, this is an ongoing process, needless to say, for me. I am 21 going on 22, and my sexual history starts vaguely at an early time, I will say that. But at the time that my sexual experience started, I mentally convinced myself that I was ready. I had been preparing for losing my virginity for quite some time. I was introduced to porn very early on. I was always just like a sexual person very early in life, and I don't know if that's connected or tied to some things, but that's for another video. Anyway, so my sexual history started with my first real relationship in high school. And, you know, that relationship, that sexual relationship was decently healthy. There was a lot of pregnancy scares. I didn't use protection because I was in a relationship, which was beyond stupid. But that was me in 2000, whatever. So fast forward to now, years later, 21, to like my sexual history has been, I don't want to give away when I lost my virginity, at least not in this video. But anyway, and now I'm just looking at my sexual history, and it got really mucked up when I was 19 to 21 even. My sexual experiences became much more blurry and a lot less consensual and a lot less of enthusiastic. I'll say that. So I have pretty much always been in touch with the fact that I was a sexual human being. I never tried to process this, never tried to understand this. I just understood. It was just known for me that I was a sexual human being and that I really enjoyed all things relating to sex. I was very fluid from an early age as well, like experiences with women and men, more women so than men. Like kissing, growing up, I kissed more women than I did men. Made out with way more women than I did men, and that wasn't, I don't know, that's weird. A lot of the times I kissed, it was like you're a kid and you just don't know what you're doing, but you just want to do it. So that's what the kissing was for me then. And of course, as I got older, I realized you have way more say over who you interact with sexually and whatnot. So I did experience a lot of coercion growing up as well, though, in those situations where I was the person being kissed. I usually wasn't the one initiating the kiss. I won't say never, I'll just say typically that I was the one who was receiving the kiss and often just kissed back. And I feel like that's a lot of my sexual history as well. I've mostly been the receiver and less the initiator beyond past my first relationship. My first relationship, I was very much the initiator. But yeah, sorry guys, I'm getting lost in the sauce. 3, 2, 1, find your way back to the point you were making. Yes, sexual power, reclaiming it. So like I said, the 19 through the 20s, the 19 through 20 was a very rough sexual chapter of my life. A lot of coercion, a lot of just like feeling like I wasn't necessarily comfortable with the people that I was having sex with, but I was just like, this is what I should do, this is what they want to do, I want to do what they want to do, I want to make them happy, I want to appease them. So I was giving away my sexual power in those acts. This is Lily, by the way, she's in the video. I was giving away my sexual power time and time and time again. And, it started to have a toll on me. I was giving away my sexual power so much that I actually was able to mentally convince myself to numb myself to it. So I was able to continue this cycle because I was numbing myself to it. I was like, you know what? This isn't bad. This isn't bothering me. Like, whatever. I'm young. I'm having fun. And I want to be very transparent in the sense that it wasn't necessarily quantity. It was more so the quality of the individuals was just not there necessarily, and the quality of the relationship. So there were a few men, and all older, who just very much pressured me into having sex with them. And I'm a very sexual human being, like I said, so like my body always wanted it, but my spirit, my soul, my mind never fucking into it. Like, or I'd have to convince myself, or they'd have to convince me to be into it. So that's a little bad, and then I realized, like, damn, I'm really hurt now. Like, I'm like upset that I let that person have sex with me when I really didn't want them to. And I don't want to call that rape necessarily, because it's not. Like, I wasn't a direct enough human being to say, voice myself, like I said, numbing myself and telling myself that it's okay to have sex with this person because they really want to have sex with you, so you should give them what they want. Toxic, terrible, we get it, we've moved on. But now I'm in the process of reclaiming my sexual power and my femininity and my female empowerment in general. So I'm excited to document this journey. And I will say the number one thing that has helped me is writing and talking about it. So I've had a lot of these conversations with other men, especially because I think it's important for men to understand that women are often known and treated as the submissive. And men kind of take advantage of that. They're like, she's going to submit to me because I'm going to dominate her. I'm going to persuade her enough to submit to me. So it becomes an aggression. Women begin women then begin to experience men who are likely aggressive and likely very coercive in the acts of that, because they think this woman is submissive, so all they have to do is convince her and then she'll just submit. It's just gonna take a little kiss on the neck, a little this, a little that, and she's gonna be ready and open to do it. And that was kind of the case in my situation. I usually let my body control that situation more than my thoughts, and I would have to be completely separate myself from that act. Fast forward 2021, me now just reflecting back and just so upset, at myself, at them, and just finding a way to harness that energy and reclaim my sexuality. It has been a process, but writing has helped, and like I said, talking has helped. I also think that, just finding a community of women who have that similar experience has been key to helping me develop coping mechanisms, and not coping like an escapism type thing, but coping as in like literally like, how do I not cry about this when I'm doing a presentation? How do I not cry about this when I'm writing? Or actually, I don't mind to cry about it while I'm writing. I don't even mind crying about it during a presentation, but it's just, how can I handle this is what it is. How can I carry this every day and not allow it to carry me, and drag me through the mud, So I've had to take some sense of pride in what has happened, some sense of pride in my story, and just knowing that I can help someone else one day before that happens, before those things happen. So yeah, that is just a part of this journey of me personally reclaiming my sexual, female, divine, feminine energy. And there's a lot of other things that I've been doing to reclaim that, and I can't wait to share that with you all. But I just wanted to give this introduction video because it is a very lengthy topic and subject, and it needs to be broken down a lot. And I do think that this is a conversation we need to have loudly and proudly, of how manipulation and coercion are very present in the sexual world in the sexual experience, and I don't want to limit this to women. I know this happens to men as well, but specifically, largely, this happens to women. So I want to be vocal about it, and I want to find solutions and learn and just grow and use this platform as much as I can to shed light on it. So thank you all so much for watching this very random conversational video that I just felt needed to be had at the time. And I hope you all have a blessed day or night or whatever you may be experiencing. And just remember, it always gets better, and always give your best and be easy with yourself. And I'm sending love and light. Thank you all for watching.